Alright, welcome to our first episode, inaugural episode of our Retro Cinema Review. I am Jacob. This is Brandy. Alright, and we're going to start with the TV show. We're going to, it's Friends, Season 1. We're going to break it down, start with Season 1, go season by season. But it won't be, every episode won't be Friends. We'll have movies we'll throw in, probably in between these seasons. Sorry, there's a cat here floating around. I don't think I'm swiping it in the air because I'm retarded. Alright.
You're going to edit that out because
No.
you get in trouble for saying retarded.
Here. People get easily offended can bite my butt. Alright. This is season 1, and it is what I'm going to call the establishment season. Because not much, I don't say not much, well, stuff happens, but it's more of
It's just establishing the characters.
it's establishing the characters and what they're going, their plot for, pretty much everything in this season happens for season 2.
Yeah.
Just about.
To set you up, yeah, almost everything sets you up.
It's like,
on.
but you know, they had to write this not figuring they're going to have a season 2. They had to try to make it popular, but I guess by the last episode they pretty much assumed they're going to have a season 2 because they wrote a cliffhanger,
Yeah.
which they pretty much used about every single season. No, I think there's a few that didn't have it, but most of them had a cliffhanger, especially as they got in later seasons. You know, we'll talk about that later. All right, don't need to jump ahead too far. But, well, first off, we're going to start with characters. I know it's out of order as my bullet points. I figured this would be the simplest way to go before we get to best favorites of episodes. Characters. So we'll start off with, there's Monica Geller, Ross Geller, their brother, sister. There's Rachel Green, don't remember her middle name. There's Joey Tribbiani, can't remember his name. Chandler Bing, and then Phoebe Buffet. And we had a pizza buffet yesterday. And, sorry.
That part out.
No.
Yes, you will.
So which character was your favorite out of all 6?
There's a tie between Rachel and Monica, but I think Rachel because she changes so much. She come in, you know, you see in the pilot where she's really stuck up when she's in the bar with her friends. No, that's not in the pilot.
No, pilot. No, that's the
that's
flashback
flashback.
season 2.
Yeah.
No, you see, well, just what she talks and what she by her credit cards. She has to cut it up, and you know she needs to be more mature. And she goes out shopping with her credit cards, and they make her pick a credit card.
But when her friends come and see her in the coffee shop when she's working, and she sees how they act and talk, and it pans to her, you know, and she kind of is seeing how they're acting and talking, and how much she's different. And I like the fact that she gets grounded.
Yeah, she's changed now, but she still yearned for that. Cause she went back and she was all upset, emotional about it. Cause she wants to be able to have that kind of stuff. Cause one gets promoted by her daddy because she worked so hard for it.
Yeah.
The other one, got married to some rich guy or something, and I don't remember about the other one. She was had a shrill voice. She was pregnant. That's when I got married too, right?
Well, the middle one showed her ring.
Oh, the middle one, okay. I combined them two.
There's one that was pregnant, one that showed her ring, and the other one that got promoted.
Okay, the one that showed her ring,
Okay,
I couldn't remember. I got confused. Her voice was shrill, and it turned me off. So that was the one with George Stephanopoulos, our George Stephanopoulos.
Right, because Phoebe said.
No, Rachel said that. Who's George?
Oh yeah,
Phoebe
Rachel
goes,
said, yeah.
Phoebe goes,
Big Bird's friend.
I'd say my favorite characters probably would be, I'll probably go with Chandler, because I make bad jokes like he does. Yes. And Ross, I think I'm a combination of them two personality-wise. I got Ross's emotional instability, sensitivity. He's overly sensitive to stuff, and Chandler's sensitive to things that it makes him upset. And he's easily excitable though. If people thought he was gay, he was like, what the hell, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, he got that way, but he makes a lot of bad jokes, and I make a lot of bad jokes, especially a lot of bad puns. Yeah, very true. I'd say my least favorite character would probably be Phoebe, especially in season 1, because she was so outlandish. She was cleansing ores, you know, she was very mystical, I guess you want to call her. She's very into psychic, and she even said, even later on she mentions some of this stuff, but they tone it way down from season 1. Season 1 she's very out there, very, I can't think of the right word.
But I like that she's different than everybody.
Yeah, it's probably different. They kept her different, you know. And I noticed as the shows went on too, she got a little dumber as well.
Yeah.
Still wasn't totally stupid.
Joey was.
But Joey started.
Joey, to me, in the beginning, I'm not saying he was smart.
He
but
wasn't playing a full
was,
deck, but he had 48 of 52 cards.
Yeah, he was quite a smart person because.
By the show ended, he had 10 cards.
But like that last one where.
One crumbled.
The one where Rachel finds out.
Yeah, Chandler makes a mistake.
Chandler makes a mistake, and Joey is the first one who's like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he's
he
quick.
knew right away.
Yeah,
in that one, but
he's quicker in the first episode than he is later.
The first season, and the second season, they start getting to where he's dumb, and they make comments about him being dumb. But I think by season 3 and 4, he just gets.
Yeah,
someone beat him over the head with a stick one day.
A typical blonde. Without being blonde.
What I said before was every time he has sex, he loses brain cells.
Yeah.
Like each oomph is
Yeah.
mixed with some brain cells too. It ain't just the baby batter, the brain batter with it.
So what was your favorite episode?
Favorite episode. Yeah, so we'll go with favorite episode. Character's favorite episode. I'm probably gonna go with. I like the one with Underdog Gets Away. It's the Thanksgiving. It's the Thanksgiving episode. I seem to like a lot of the Thanksgiving episodes. They're I don't want to say coherent. They're more
grounded.
Not grounded. They're all together pretty much the whole episode. In the episodes, they have their little bits here and there. Separate stories. This one, they all come together and they have that one, and you know, it all affects each other, or they're all together. And those are probably some of the better episodes because they all can play off each other. And they still have little stories that there's a separate story, but they're all still usually in one spot together. They're in the apartment together, the coffee house. They're out playing football. You know, they're all still together. They're on the roof or whatever or something. You know, they're all together. So
mine was tied between where Underdog Gets Away and the one where Rachel finds out about Ross being in love with her. I like the Underdog one because, like you said, so much happens in that one, and you know, and one by one they each come to the Thanksgiving, and Monica's having to make different mashed potatoes, and you know, it's stressing her out.
And Chandler gets happy because she burns and they get
at
locked
the end,
out.
Yeah, Chandler's like, well, now this is Thanksgiving because that's what he's used to. He's used to the pandemonium, I guess, and, you know, at holidays with his family. But I also like the one where Rachel finds out because you kind of get a sense of, I don't want to say a sense of closure, but you're like, okay, now she finally knows. You know, I know she said in one of the episodes, it might have been the pilot where he told her, you know, in high school I had a crush, and she said, yeah, I know, but she didn't know the extent of the feelings he had for her until that episode when Chandler messes up and says something.
That's because she wanted something, and Ross remembered it and got it for her birthday. Was her birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah, her birthday.
And Chandler goes, well, don't you remember when he was in love with whoever, and he got her this or something?
The crystal duck.
Yeah, so.
It was Carol.
And she looked, she's like, what'd you say? He said the words in love, and that clued her in on that. I also like the one with Mrs. Bing. I had to relook that one up, make sure, because I think I was confusing parts of that with one with 2 parts. That's one with Julia Roberts. That was in that one, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But the one with Mrs. Bing is when Rachel's with Paolo in the restaurant, and Ross in the kitchen, kissing. That's the kitchen. Kissing Chandler. I combined that. Chandler's mom. And I found that one humorous. Just the whole thing of Chandler's mom, but I noticed a lot of the first season's episodes have more. They try to go for a little more of an emotional impact per episode. Like each episode should have something that sort of affects you a little bit. They do that a lot because of Rachel's changing. You know, she's like, "Oh, I got friends now to do it. You know, this. I don't need help. I'm doing good, or I'm all sad because that's my old life. I want that." Like the one with George Stephanopoulos thing. They try to go for more emotional with the characters, and as the seasons progressed, the comedy,
comedy got more out there.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a way to segue into it better, but you know, the thing. But season 1 didn't have as much to me. It's not as memorable when you see, picture stills from season 1. Sometimes, like you were saying, it's hard to figure which episode some of those go into.
In the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning credits when they play them at the beginning of the season, you know which episode that's from.
Yeah.
Season 1, you don't recall.
Yes,
Season 1 has its standout moments. The Ross's son. Thing with Carol,
two Carols.
Yeah, there's 2 Carols in there.
Monica's
sluttiness, you know, There's things that come out. Mostly is this Ross.
Sluttiness.
You know,
It's just 3 guys.
What stands out to me is Ross Rachel, Ross's son and his ex-fiancee Carol, and then Susan, Chandler Janice.
Right.
All the big standout things, those are things that stand out to me. Monica has her little moments here or there. Phoebe, she's just there. And Joey pretty much just there too. He has his
They're
little,
more supporting characters.
yeah, he has little things here and there, but yeah, they're not. Phoebe and Phoebe and Joey.
Really their seasons.
Yeah, there's not their seasons in that season. I can't recall as much from them. But as like, the seasons get underway, season 2, it gets more. There's more moments. It's funnier. And as each season goes, usually it gets really funny. And I say my top, like I said, seasons 4 to 7 are probably, or 4 to 8 are probably my favorite seasons. They're really funny. The comedy gets more outlandish, almost to a Seinfeld level of just the humor is just out there, over the top. I guess is the word I'm looking for. And like I said, Phoebe gets toned down, Joey gets dumber, Monica gets more neat, freakish, Rachel gets more humanized to being instead of being. She actually has that arc where she becomes more, but she gets
a better person.
She gets job obsessed with her work, and that's what screws her and Ross's relationship up. One of the things, and Ross's jealousy. So that screws their relationship up. They each have faults in that.
Right.
But we'll get to that more in season 3. Review. They said 2 Carols in that. I don't know why they recast her. But you said you liked the second one better.
I like the second Carol better because I think Ross and her have a better chemistry together. When they're together, you feel, I don't know, something about them you feel like they actually had a history together. I don't know, I liked the second Carol better.
Of course, there's Janice as a side character. She was funny because she was annoying, so it was just funny to see everybody play off of her.
Yeah.
That's her big thing, is watching everybody play off of her. Anything else really? Not much else to say about season 1. We'll get more in depth in probably season 2, a little bit more. Season 3, I think, is where you're gonna get really in depth into talking as the Ross Rachel breakup. Season 2 is the Richard Monica season, and that's Monica's big season.
Right.
And they had the breakup at the end, and then so you get into that, and then you'll have season 3 is the Ross Rachel. Season 4 is the end of that. That's the Ross Emily, I believe, season, and then when the Chandler Monica get together at the end.
Yeah.
And that's I think season 5 is my favorite because the whole Chandler Monica thing is just hilarious, and then not anybody knowing, and then the episode when they all find out is probably one of the funniest episodes.
Yeah.
I think. So we'll get into more of that later.
And my stance on the whole Ross and Rachel thing isn't what most women have.
Yeah, we came with this idea to do Friends first instead of we're going to do other movies and stuff and TV series. We decided to start with Friends because of the whole Ross Rachel thing. And I almost said we should start with season 3. But we better start at the very beginning and then work to it. Because we had a lot to talk about with the Ross Rachel breakup. So, but we'll get into that in 2 more videos, or 2 more Friends videos.
But I guess that's about it.
Thanks for watching. Peace out.